Studying abroad always was just something that I wanted to do. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience and something that my parents really encouraged me to do. But most of all, living in another country when you don't really have to pay for it, or it's the same as your college tuition, I mean, it really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So it was kind of a no-brainer, really. The thing I was most nervous about going abroad was being away from my family, which I'm very much a homebody. I love to meet new people and explore, but at the same time, a lot of my exploring of the world was done with my parents up until studying abroad. So I was really nervous about being away from home for so long, but it ended up being, of course, amazing. And I mean, it just proved how strong you can be when you separate yourself and you just go out in the world and just let go of any sort of fear like that. I was definitely afraid to go to a country where they didn't speak English, and I was so afraid of that moment where you're in the store and they're like telling you how much money you owe them, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're saying. But as soon as you get there, I mean, you feel this initial, like, oh my God, overwhelming feeling, but you just gradually move past that, and that fear is one of the more inconsequential fears that you'll ever experience, because you just work through it. It's the same thing. People say things here in English. I'm like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, but you still like work through it, and it would be the same thing studying abroad. So being afraid of the language should never keep you from going somewhere where you want to go. This will always remember walking around Paris, and you're surrounded by history and surrounded by beauty and by all these people who come from all these different places. And I mean, there was a moment where I was just brought to tears by just how amazing it was to be over there and to have an opportunity like that.